It's like when someone farts in public and they try and hide it by making another noise, like with their mouth that sounds similar to a fart. Have you ever done that?
No.
Me neither.
How often do you hear farts in public? Where are you going?
I just like, if I'm in a quiet place and I just let one go, I'll be like, and then I'll try and like make a similar noise with my shoe on the floor, or like just be like, you know, like make it out like it wasn't one.
Yeah, I've done before where like I'm in a chair and the chair makes a weird noise.
Yeah.
So I try to get the chair to do it again.
Yeah, and you have to prove that it wasn't you.
Right.
That's the other.
That I've done.
That's the other scenario.
I also do this weird thing too. I used to, I don't know if I do anymore. If I yawn really big, sometimes I would burp. Randomly as part of that.
Like the mouth opens and the diaphragm's like, oh, let's get everything out while we can.
Push it on out.
Two birds, one stone.
It's very efficient. It's like if Monty was running my digestive tract. It's funny to me when people pass out.
I didn't realize that you actually, your body, this is one of those automatic body things, is that your body tries to get you horizontal. Like, you'll pass out and lie flat on the ground to try and get blood back to your head. Huh. And if someone tries to sit you up, even if you're unconscious, your body will try and be back down, like horizontal.
That's
it's kind of
not your body, that's gravity.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Really?
not. It's not gravity.
So you think, like, if your muscles aren't working...
You will literally fight the person who's holding you up to get horizontals.
You're unconscious, but you're fighting people?
Or just, like, semi-conscious. It's like a...
The body, you think the body is doing it. It's like an automatic reaction.
No, it's like if your muscles aren't creating tension or aren't holding you up, of course you're going to lie flat.
But he's saying they do. They, like, try to, flatten out.
No, but I'm saying that's stupid.
Like, if someone is sat you up on a chair with, like, your head on a table, your body will make you lie on the ground.
He's losing me now, too. Let me give you another scenario. Let me give you another scenario. If you passed out on a wedge like this, and you went, and you passed out over it, would your body straighten out on the wedge?
Yeah, you'd become rigid and balanced like this.
Little kids would come and get on either end of you?
You'd be using a seesaw.
They would use you as amusement.
I used to see people when I was in high school, like sometimes we'd have assemblies out in the football field and the band would be out there and you'd see them standing and then sure enough, you'd like, oh, look, tuba player just lost it.
No, there's nothing funny when a trombone player goes down because it's like a lot of metal going back up at their face.
Or do they make the sound of wah?
That's if they go backwards, they do that. We had a discussion earlier because she was mad that Canada Day has been celebrated, or excuse me, Thanksgiving in Canada has been celebrated 40 years longer than Thanksgiving in America. Whatever that means.
Is that true?
That's what she said.
Was she upset by that?
That's the first time I've ever said that in context.
That's what she said.
One of the first RT Lifes, when I was talking to you about returning dead bodies, what were we talking about?
What?
Yeah, we talked about, like, it's part of warfare that you return dead bodies. Oh, it's for Kung Shu.
Kung Shu, and he said...
You weren't allowed to keep shoes if we flicked your shoe at each other, because that's like in the war, you have to return dead bodies to your enemies. And he goes, right. And Mike goes back and goes, no, you don't. And then I panned over him and goes, no, you just cut that shit up and you stick the heads on spikes. You're like, stay the fuck out.
And I turned around,
I'm never go to war with Michael, ever.
I was just like, Jesus. Straight down the camera.
Now, is that a Northeast thing?
I don't know, man.
Is it a Jersey thing? They just don't mess with people?
He fights to win.
Go to war.
I do like the idea of shoes on spikes, though. It's like a
putting shoes on spikes.
It's like a victory scoreboard.
Like outside
situation.
the achievement honor office, just spikes with, like, you know, Keds on them.
I just like that he has spikes. What's your favorite RT Life video?
I'm fond of Kung Shu.
The one where I followed you for like 20 minutes in the pack?
Just your noises.
I can't do it because of my voice today.
I
I've lost my ninja skills.
All right, try.
Can't do it. Like,
anyway, this is what I was saying about grapes, right? Some food is only good at the size that it is. Like, I love grapes. I could eat like 50 grapes. But
Go on.
If there was just one grape the size of like an apple or something, wouldn't be as good.
Right.
Even though it's the same volume as 50 grapes.
Or if you had tons of tiny apples, they'd be like...
Yeah, it'd be fiddly, it'd be annoying.
I could see tons of tiny apples being annoying. A giant grape would be awesome.
No, it wouldn't, because it'd be like...
That would be pretty awesome.
It would go all over your shirt, and like the skin is the best bit. It wraps around every individual grape. If it was just one skin, I'm not sure eating a load of...
If it was one skin as opposed to multiple skins.
I'm not sure a load of grape flesh would be good in a big ball. I don't think it'd be any good.
Grape
What we could do is we could skin a bunch of grapes.
Yeah.
And then put them all in a bowl, and you could just eat those and see how it is.
Oh. Or can someone genetically modify a grape to be huge just so we can try it?
Yeah, that sounds much easier.
Then you can make like a football-sized raisin. That would be awesome.
Whoa.
Why is it? I was gonna like compare it to a bigger fruit. I should have said grapefruit. Why is it called a grapefruit?
I don't know.
It's nothing to do with it.
No, not at all. I don't even think it's the same family. What is a grape? Is it citrus or what is it?
Yeah. No,
know.
I don't know.
So I don't even, it might be one of those weird things like a vine. It might be closely related to a tomato or a grape, right?
I have no idea.
Let's look it up on IMDb right now.
Go for it.
On IMDb.
I think
Look at the
that- I think
California
that's-
raisins.
Where
I think
did
that
this
great
IMDb
work
thing
with,
came from?
with Dean Stockwell.
You were on
season
IMDb.
three.
I looked up one thing on IMDb. Now suddenly I'm the IMDb guy.
One thing on IMDb. You were on
I
IMDb
did.
for like 20 minutes.
You were
What the
looking
fuck
up
are you talking about? We've got footage now. We can look it up.
you were like,
Dean
I looked up
Cuddick, someone.
Langoliers. And that was it.
I think
Like,
the
look,
cats
guys.
look-
I looked up the
Dean
trivia.
Stockwell.
I looked up
Ooh,
Langoliers
look
and
at
looked
that.
up trivia of Langoliers. That was it.
Oh,
It's
look,
annoying
Cat's
the
looking for a
shows.
place to throw up.
No,
Good.
he's not. Come here, Joe.
I like that drain sound that a cat makes as it's thrown up. It's like, it doesn't sound like
It's
a cat.
horrifying.
Yeah. You
I
know,
had a cat once, and right before it threw up, I swear to you, the cat walked in the room, it looked me in the eyes, and it said, hello. It threw up. I thought in my mind, it practiced that for years, and it got one word out and then barfed from the effort of saying hello.
Dude, my cat's gotten in the habit now of throwing up on my bed, which is the worst way to wake up
Gross.
ever. Nothing's worse than waking up at 4 a.m. and having a cat throwing up on your
didn't
bed.
you say your cat threw up on your bed and then you just went back to sleep and left it there?
No,
No,
dogs
I
throwing
know.
up is way worse than
No,
cats.
he passed out with Cheetos. or some shit on the bed.
That was a different story. That's a whole different story. That was one of the few times I've blacked out in my life. Was when my friends dumped Cheetos on me and then ate them off of my.
He didn't get laid in high school. How was that even?
That was in
possible?
college, actually.
But I had a cat. Well, not my cat. I had a girlfriend who had a cat, and we went out. I took her out of town for the weekend. and We came back. My pillow in her bed. The cat shit on my pillow. It was like sending me a message. Unbelievable.
Do you fly faster if you're going against the rotation of the Earth?
Or
Or is the atmosphere going
What affects
with
you
you?
more is the jet stream.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the rotation does affect you, but the jet stream affects you
But the
way
jet
more.
stream is specific to the U.S.
Well, wind. The
Yeah.
jet stream's what we're used to, but upper atmospheric wind.
But you fly faster because you're flying more miles per hour because it's rotating towards you. I mean, although
So, like, in
there's
the-
the changing
So wait,
time zones.
wouldn't it be quicker then?
Yeah.
Instead of flying around the Earth, wouldn't it be quicker just to like go into space and then wait and then go down?
Like, why don't you, if you want to
Someone
travel?
laughed in the control room.
So, Gavin, what you're saying is instead of airports, if we just had places where we went and we all just jumped really high. That's
just
what
had,
did.
You
like-
just jump and you hold on to a bungee cord that's attached to a space station.
No, we just
and
had
you wait.
We just had space waiting rooms, right? You go up, you
Go up.
stand, go back down.
Right.
Save a fortune on fuel.
It would take you 24 hours to get back to where you were. So 12 hours, you could be anywhere in the world
Why 12 hours?
because the Earth would rotate, dumbass.
What if the bit you want to get to is 23 hours away?
That's
Oh,
true.
you mean it's behind you?
Yeah, actually,
Dumbass.
that's a good
Yeah,
point.
you're right.
He
How
has a good
about
point.
that?
So traveling west would be easy. Traveling
Yes.
east would be a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah. So they'd just be, if you're going west, get on the waiting room.
Traveling east, you're allowed to take a plane still. How about that?
Did you hear about the guy, the Red Bull guy, who was jumping from the
Yeah,
atmosphere?
I didn't
down?
watch that. It seems like
No, they postponed it.
He's
Like,
jumping from the atmosphere, yes.
No, so it's
he's jumping from 120,000 feet up.
120,000 feet. He's
It
gonna
seems
break
like the
the
kind of
sound
thing
barrier.
you wouldn't want to live stream.
I wonder if there's ever been a dude who was just stood out in the storm and just tried to punch lightning as it came down. Do you reckon that's ever happened?
I want you to be that
I
guy
get that.
too.
It's never, ever happened.
I want you to be that guy.
If that has ever happened, what he is a fucking idiot getting wet punching at the sky. That's all that
He
is.
just stands out there for like an hour like, fuck you, lightning.
He would look like a fool.